You know, there are so many challenges that African women face, but these videos are going to be split into two. So before we start talking about the challenges, please don't forget to subscribe, and also thank you for the people who are subscribing. We are very grateful. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for subscribing to our channel.
Very much.
Yes, very
and
much.
you really care, and we make sure we will bring up topics that really build your wisdom,
Yes.
and raise your imagination.
Yes. So before we start talking about this, let's get to a comfortable spot. So what are the challenges? Right now we're going to talk about the challenges that black women face. Not black women, sorry, African women in their financial life. What is it? What are the first challenges that they face?
The challenges that they face is, the main first one is this, that when they are working, maybe they have a job somewhere, or maybe they have a little business somewhere, and all of a suddenly they fall pregnant, and all what they were saving, now they have to put it in a support of a child that they get, and you find they are doing that alone.
Yes, you'll be wondering.
And man is not there.
Not there.
He ran away now, and this lady, she's just alone, and she's just alone. And if she go to the government, like, she needs help, and if that father of that child is they see that on the information of computer stories of things, and then they see that there is a taxi money that is withdrawn.
Tax, like he's paying tax.
He's paying tax on the government. Then they say, no, this father of your child is receiving a good salary. Why should we help you? Why should we help you? But they can't remember that this the father of the child, he have a wife as well somewhere, and his wife again, he have children with him, and then you on your side, he can't remember you at all. But for this, we was just like, why don't the government just help? Because for a man, he's just on his side, and he don't know anything about this story of children, but he will come to know the child later on. When the child grows, he see that, this child now is like, I can send him to the shop while I'm doing something else here now. Then I have to send him to the shop. Then this child now is on this stage of helping at home, like cleaning my things, and then that's when I'm the father, and then he want to show off, and then he want to come and get the child when they are maybe 15 years old, they are 10 years old, and that's when he want to make him known to the child. So this challenge, it's really a lot that everyone, and like people like, no, don't say like that to the child. If the child wants the father, the child have to know about the father. But really, in the truth, many times the father need to let himself to be known from the beginning, because this woman, the challenge that she go through is when the baby is small. Because when the baby is small, you cannot say anything like, no, wait later on so I can give you food at 1 o'clock. The child is just crying. And you need washing soap,
Washing powder.
Washing soap for the child.
Powder.
The washing powder for the child. You need a lot of things. You need a lot of things to support this child, and you find yourself, all the money that you have worked, now they are gone.
Yes.
Because you have you need to have this cleaning. The cleaning, washing powder. You need to have milk for the child. You need to have a lot.
Yes.
You really need to have a lot.
The other
financially.
thing about this financial life is sometimes the father might be there. Yes, he's there with a woman, they have the child, but usually what they say, which is now for African women, the woman has the child and the man will say, it's your responsibility. The man is going to leave the woman to raise the child on her own. He's not going to support with anything. Even if he's there, he could have a job, but all he's going to do is use it on his own personal needs. Even though they both have the child, it's their child, he feels the need to leave the whole responsibility to the woman. And on top of that, she's left with a lot of work that she has to do, such as cooking, she has to clean, she still has to work, she has to manage to do all these things at the same time. And on quite contrary, she's able to do that at the same time. But it's a struggle, and it's very sad. You know, many of them don't see that this is bad, but they have gotten used to it. So to them it's not bad, but it is. It's bad that the father is there, but he's not doing anything about it. And it's going like a chain. And I have seen a lot of people on internet especially complaining about how African men have a tendency to do that, have children, but then they leave the children without fathers, or they are there and they just do not support the kids, which is a problem. Then if we go to the part where the woman, African woman, is financially well, then it's a whole, oh no, she's a prostitute, she sleeps with sugar daddies here.
Yes, and I remember it very well. This thing, it's real that we are telling you. As an African woman, like this African woman just went through a lot of struggle when it comes to financial life with her children, and then later on he have just this wisdom, what can I do to make money? And then she have just this wisdom, and then all of a sudden this dream has just come through in the financial life.
It did just come through. She worked hard to get at this point.
Yes, and she worked so much hard, and then when she worked hard, people now start to speak. Don't you see, she's a single mother? And do you know what happened? She go to the, as we say, the bridge. There's a certain place that she go to the bridge to sell her body. She's so much beautiful. Yeah, she's so much beautiful, and these people of the money, the men that have money, they are so much impressed of her, and she's just making money with her body. She's prostituting herself, that one, and that's why she's driving that car. That's why she's doing this. That's why she's like that. And I had a lot. And if it is a young girl, oh my dear.
Worse.
If it's a young girl,
it's worse, way worse.
This girl, she have a sugar daddy.
Yes, sugar daddy.
And that sugar daddy, she's the one who's providing everything. Don't you know who is a businessman, and she sleep with her, and then she's the one who's sponsor her to provide for her what she have. But in truly, it's nothing.
That she just worked really hard.
Yes.
And this is not something funny. It's a very bad mentality. It's a very bad mentality for one to think that, especially in African women, for you to think that no, the only way I can survive is if I have a man by my side. I need to leech onto a man in order for me to have money. That's bad. You're using someone. That's a very bad thing. You need to be able to also stand on your own. Yes, find a husband, someone to marry you. It's good, but that doesn't mean that you cannot stand on your own
and make money on your own.
Make money on your own. It doesn't mean that because someone is successful, she's automatically sleeping around. People work hard to get to a point where they are. People really work hard.
And it seems like people in Africa, they don't believe that a woman can as well have wisdom to make money, then she can just do something, and then she can be successful in their financial life. They just don't believe like that. People in Africa, you know, they don't believe like that. But you know, all the words, you know, all the words that are coming from them, like, no, she's what, she's what, they're just making those accusations, you know. They're accusing these women for something that they didn't do. That's why they say they have a lot of that.
Okay, so it's a very bad mentality. So the only thing we want to say is that the whole thing of women struggling, having their kids, you know, that encourages someone. It encourages a woman.
This is just a learning of a mistake of a woman that she did it in the past. That no, if I couldn't feel this pregnant, then I could be somewhere. But let me as well not look back, but let me just look forward with my work. You know, let me just look forward with my work and do my work, fight for my financial life. But then this woman, if she work hard and then she get it, she will get that financial life.
And because
that's why she's singing like that. It's because she's selling her body.
It's not true.
That's why.
People work.
That's why. But many people in Africa, they don't believe that women can do something. Don't you know?
Yes, it's true.
Don't you get that? Yeah. Women can also do something for their financial life.
They can.
They can also fight for their financial life. Yeah. But they all believe that all their survival is in a man.
Yes. Let us learn to be courageous women of Africa. Let us learn to be courageous women of Africa. And the thing of, especially, I don't know, because I don't have children, but I did hear that it is a very big struggle. It's not a good thing. It's a heartbreaking thing to have children and then see them starving. You know, see them looking at you and they depend on you. This thing motivates people, someone to work hard.
And if this woman will go to support the child, for the maintain officers, and then they say the man can, even though this man maybe she's getting paid 50,000. In that 50,000, 250.
Yeah.
250, and it's not US dollar. It's not US dollar. It's in the Namibian, and 250 is like maybe 60 US dollar.
It's little.
If I'm not mistaken, maybe it's just 50 US. I mean, not 60 even. Not 60. It's maybe 30 US dollar, which is so much a peanut, you know, just a tip, you know. And then you as a woman, you are there alone, and then you want to depend on that 250, and then why is he treating me like this? He don't care. And even the one who set up that as long as the father, they say, as long as the father is just the father is not just to support the child, but the child can also just visit the father. Can also,
but if you are parents,
this child, if you are a parent, this child need to eat, this child need a support, this child need to what? But it's all on your shoulders. Just on your shoulder.
It's usually on the woman's shoulders. So it is good for you. This is what I was trying to say. I was trying to say that the thing of seeing your child starving is a motivation for a woman to work very hard. So we, especially African women, every single time they have a child, they always, if they were doing school, if they were doing business, they always feel like, nah, my life is over, there's nothing I can do. But look at your children, look at your child, and let that child be your motivation.
And many ladies,
forward.
They give themselves in drugs and alcohol, and truly some of them, they just prostitute themselves so they can support their children. And those who have mental and keep up their value, you know, they think of something to do in their financial life, and that's how, when they get successful in their financial life, people now start to sue them and talk them in the bad way. But this is not it.
So the main message is, women of Africa, it is good to be married, it is, but if this marriage is bringing you nothing, like this thing of, you know, having a child, the man is with you but he's not, you know, he's not being productive. What is that? You're not going to die if you're alone. You're not going to die if you're alone, not at all. You can stand on your own. We are great. Let's not have this mentality that the only way a woman can be successful is through having a man.
An airplane is it's just an airplane. It's noisy.
So let's not have this mentality that only when you are married, when you have a man is the only time you can be rich. You can be powerful on your own. We are people, in fact, we are people who can multitask. We can cook, think right, do this, take care of the child at the same time.
And at the same time, you have to clean, you have to keep the child clean, you have to... all of the work is just on you.
And it has become normal for us. Because of this, we African women have become, we just do things. We can do 3 things at once. So you are...
And my message to you, the one that is just fighting so much to get it right, I salute you.
So African women, be courageous. You are strong whether you're on your own or not.
Yes.
Bye.